Oh, hi there. How are you doing today? Now, I kind of saw this article on Screen Rant talking about the Snyder Cut proves WB killed their best chances to compete with Marvel, and I've not read this. This is kind of a off the cuff video that I kind of wanted to talk about today, because I have seen the Snyder Cut. And I will give my kind of thoughts on the entire in a bit, But before we begin this, if you want to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because it will help the channel grow, and that's what we want. It's a new channel with new thoughts. Let's jump into them. My kind of thoughts on the Snyder Cut originally was I was not a big fan of it. Now, it's a vast improvement over the original, and I've got to give that. I don't know what Josh Whedon was thinking at the time, because to me, I feel that the entire whole film was just really bad. His version, I couldn't watch it properly. I watched it, but I couldn't watch it again, and I don't think I will. But I watched the Snyder Cut, and again, very vast improvement. I just feel like there were some scenes that could have been moved about, especially with the spoilers if you've not seen it, but it's pretty much there. Like the post-apocalyptic, I can't say the word, scene where you've got Joker, you've got everyone in there going against Superman. To me, I think that should have been at the same point where Batman talks about it, so I just had a dream. That would be the best place for it, because that would be there. Or take it out completely, because at the end of the film, when you feel like it's all good, where it's like, everyone's winning, you got Flash running, Wonder Woman doing her thing, Superman doing his thing. I feel like that could have been it, and you could have had 2 months later, John Jones comes out, Batman flies out, and you have it right there that, that's where Batman meets him. And that would have been perfect, because, it would have ended the film. Just having that one scene, to me, just kind of made me go, huh? Am I watching something different? Or you could have taken it out. If Josh Whedon isn't making any more films and stuff like that for the DCU, then take it out. Now, let's talk about this article. The Snyder Cut proves WB killed their best chance to compete with Marvel. Warner Brothers cancelled plans for Zack Snyder's epic Justice League trilogy after a rocky start, but Snyder's cut proves patience would have paid off. Some people like it, I didn't. Zack Snyder's Justice League proves Warner Brothers had a big opportunity to compete with Marvel, but impatience and panic caused corrections, ruined that chance. Ever since Snyder's departure from Justice League, Warner Brothers has been seeking cinematic plans for the DC characters. The strong reception of Zack Snyder's Justice League offers a rare second chance to seize that opportunity, but WB doesn't plan to take it. In the years since the release of Josh Whedon's, or Josh, how do you say it? Is it Josh or Josh? Either way, Josh Whedon's cut of the Justice League in 2017, demands for the release of the Snyder Cut only grew, despite the claims it didn't exit or wouldn't be any better now than it's finally here. It's clear that the Snyder Cut isn't only real, but it's exactly the DC movie needed in 2017, and striking plans would have saved Warner Brothers years of trouble trying to get the DC cinematic on track. Under normal circumstances, such a revelation would have been a gift, as none of Warner Brothers' audience was clamoring for more. I can't even say that one. For more of these characters following Whedon's model, but Warner Brothers finally confirmed that Zack Snyder has been saying there's no interest in returning to the original plan. One of the most prevailing circumstances of the early DCEU was that they rushed and didn't have a plan like Marvel's plan for the MCU. But as time's gone on, it was revealed that there was actually a fairly extensive plan in place. Not just for Zack Snyder's core 5-part story, but a number of spin-offs that would flow back into the main story. Snyder and Chris Terrio worked to flesh out a whole arc of series of whiteboards, which also had a number of illustrations by Jim Lee, and then Geoff Johns even did the lettering. Developed before Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, a storyboard in the Legion of Doom, in a plot by Lex Luthor to help Darkseid turn Superman and bring about the Nightmare timeline. Batman would be a diverse time travel plan and would sacrifice himself to save Lois Lane, thus preventing Superman from turning, leading into a final film where Superman returns as the hero in all comic book glory to lead the forces of evil, including Men, Atlantis, Amazons and the Justice League joined by the entirety of the Green Lantern Corps to fend off the invasion of Darkseid and forces of Apocalypse in what Snyder has referred to as the New Gods invasion movie. It may not have been apparent, but there was a plan back in 2006, but all crazy stuff Snyder was set up with Batman vs Superman had already planned for a long-term payoff, as we're now suddenly seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League. In fact, Snyder didn't just have one plan, but after a few changes, including the removal of the pivotal Bruce Wayne Lois Lane in the time that after Superman's death, Snyder revised the plan to align what would happen in any hypothetical sequels to Zack Snyder's Justice League. The details of the new plan aren't known yet, but the original plan whiteboards were currently on display at the AT&T exhibit in Dallas, Texas. Now, my best kind of way of describing this is saying that, you know, it's like you watch Iron Man and then go boom straight to the Avengers. I still think that having more kind of commitment to the other characters, giving them a bit of a backstory first, so that you're watching it. Yes, this is kind of compared to what like comic book fans and stuff like that want, but it felt to me like you're thrown with all these characters straight away. Now I've obviously grown up with all these characters, so I know who they are. But for new fans coming in wanting to watch all of this, it's completely different. And I feel like Marvel did the right thing and introduced each character with their own film. At least you knew by the time it came up to Avengers that, you know, you had backstories. You didn't have to kind of focus on all other characters. You just went straight in, and then you could introduce maybe one other character to kind of get used to them, etc., etc. But for me on this one, like, I love the fact that they put Cyborg in it, and he got a major big role, because I don't think in the original cut he got more of a role. I don't like the Flash in this one, because I felt like he wasn't fast. He was just super slow. And then when you look back at all his scenes where he's running, it's all slow motion. And I know you've got to show that he's fast. I absolutely understand that. But to me personally, I just don't think that this worked. I feel like there could have been a bit more. But again, the story is so much better through the cut. So I'm glad that it came out, and I'm glad that it's done so well and it's been taken. But again, just the whole thing of the nightmare scenario, I just generally think that either that could be taken out, or that could have been placed literally when Bruce wakes up and tells Alfred, oh hey, I just had this thing, Flash told me, and it would have worked better. It just threw me out of the film, and I lost a bit of a, oh, I don't care, because, you know, I just don't care. I have a lot more thoughts on the film, but that is for another video on another channel. But I'm going to leave it there. What do you think? Do you think that DC, like Snyder's plan for DC, would have rivaled Marvel, or do you think that it was too rushed? Do you think that the characters weren't there, or do you think that the entire film is absolutely perfect and you loved it for what it is? Let me know down below in the comments. Remember, this entire video is my opinion, so again, it's what I kind of think on it. So I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Hit like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Helps the channel grow because it needs growing. Thank you very much at the moment, and I shall catch you in another video.